Right, so hi guys, and we're back for another video, and in less than 48 hours things have really changed. So I want to go in detail about this change and what it could mean and what it could mean for us. So just to give you a quick recap, about 30 something hours ago there was a posting on the Australian Games Workshop, one of the store sites, saying that there is a new studio opening in Games Workshop called Specialist Games. Blast from the Past returning, that will continue support for some of the old games like Necromunda, Mordheim, Blood Bowl, etc. And including this Middle-earth properties, so Lord of the Rings and Hobbit strategy battle game. The only mention of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit strategy game was in the original poster made by the store. So the only thing that we could count on was that this was true and sent in an email to the Games Workshop employees. So during the day yesterday, we received confirmations from several places that this was going to happen. Also for Lord of the Rings, that was confirmed in the US, the UK, Germany, places like that. So this was interesting because we had rumours about Lord of the Rings being included in this. There have been several rumours before that the license is going to expire in 2017. It wasn't going to expire until 2022. Several things like that. So we weren't sure, but it was not what's this called? It was confirmed by Games Workshop Australia that this was going to happen for The Hobbit. Alright, so where are we now? So things have certainly changed because the Games Workshop has posted 3 new job opportunities in their jobs portal, and the jobs are the following: Middle-earth Product Manager, Middle-earth Writer, and Middle-earth Model Designer. So this is the hard, concrete proof that we need to make sure that this is going to happen. So Games Workshop is looking for 3 people, or more if there are multiple job opportunities for each listing. I'm thinking between 3 and 6 opportunities here. I would have 1 product manager, 2 writers, and 3 designers, or 2 designers. But you could do with bare bones 3, 1 for each. So this is where we are now. So they're looking for people to fill these positions to work exclusively with the Lord of the Rings license, or Middle-earth license as they call it now. And this is again supported by something that's recently come up, that Games Workshop has acquired license by Tolkien Enterprises directly to produce miniatures based on the books and well, both books from Hobbit and Lord of the Rings. Silmarillion still unclear, but it might happen. And they have extended the Hobbit license for the films, and they might indeed have continued on with the Lord of the Rings license as well. So what this puts us in is an interesting opportunity, because now we know we're going to get more models because they have a listing for model designers. We know we're going to get more rules because they have listed a writer, and we're going to have 1 person or multiple persons managing the entire thing. So from my knowledge, the product manager is the one that goes into meetings, finds out what direction they're going, with certain products. Along with the writers and the model designers, they come together with, for instance, a supplement. Let's call it Supplement A. So Supplement A is going to consist of X number of models for one side, X number of models for the other side. They all collaborate on what to do. The designers might have ideas to make this certain model. So it's an interesting way to work, because you can have one person writing the rules, and then the model designer has to make the model to fit the rules, or you can have the other way around, that there's a really cool model and they want to go ahead with that, so the writer has to make rules for a model that's already been designed. So this is certainly interesting. So Lord of the Rings is not dead by far. It's revitalizing. So my next bit is what we're going to perhaps see. So about 6 months ago, I theorized that we might be getting something I would call Middle-earth strategy battle game. So a complete rules setting within the Middle-earth setting as well, where you would have all the existing supplements, all the existing rules being either included in a big book, or, well, let's face it, Games Workshop. So they probably will have a rule set with all the rules, with all the special rules, all the special strikes, all the special things, the base scenarios, stuff like that, and then you would have source books. So I would, for instance, have a Hobbit era source book. I would have rewrites of the original source books from the past, and maybe new stuff as well. So releasing it that way, they can make new models for existing ranges. They can make models that never appeared from existing armies, and they can make new models for new armies as well. So what I would potentially be focusing on is that Games Workshop has to spend money to make money. So if you look at the positions first, it's an investment. So between 3 to 6 jobs. That is between well, British wages. It's between 75 and 150,000 pounds in yearly salaries. All right, so don't quote me on that. Somewhere roughly along the lines there, and that's a big investment. That's that's nearly 2 million Norwegian kroners. So it's a large investment, and to make this happen, they need to make a standalone product that will entice people to invest in a game. So the Specialist Games makes not they make models like Games Workshop does, but what has been interesting about the Specialist Games, before they revitalized it now, but before, it was that the games were the things that matters. The models came in second, and the rules matters really. So what is by far the thing I want to see is a new core box, and really have some cool, interesting models that may or may not have been released before, and see what happens there. So a new line, I would say, get rid of some of the old Finecast, make plastic instead of Finecast for something, make old metal kits available in plastic as well. So it's going to be an investment for Games Workshop either way, and with the revitalizing of the industry on the Hobbit SBG side, it will work for them. I'm pretty sure it will work. So full core rewrite of the rules, all the new supplements. So we have rules for existing and new models. Make some new models. You can make like waves of new models. Like, okay, so we get Elf Helm for Rohan. Cool fine cast model, maybe, or plastic. You can do plastic armored Rohan infantry. So Sons of Eorl / Royal Guard kit. Could be feasible. So with the new like dual plastic kits, you can do some stuff there, and it all depends on what the license can make you do and not do. So so I'm not sure about that. If you could include something that was in the movies, i.e. the Royal Guard, and then you could include something that wasn't in the movies, i.e. Sons of Eorl, in the same kit under the same license. I don't know, but it might be possible to do dual kits if you do it like that. So for a start box, I would concentrate on something that has been a smash hit during the reviews. It's the extended edition Battle of the Five Armies. So what I would do then is have the two sides have a small contingent of elves, small contingent of dwarves, along with Dane Ironfoot, and some elf character, maybe a Legolas pose or something. So have a small army of the good side, along with some heroes in plastic, and then I would have on the other side a bit larger contingent of orcs. So I would make this as I would do Azog on foot in armor. I would do a Gundabad captain. I would do a troll, one of the cool armored trolls, and I would do some Gundabad orcs. Make that a plastic kit that it could be released on its own. Make some armored Gundabad cavalry on wargs. Make that released on its own, and do some goblin mercenaries. Make that available on its own. So then you have a feasible orc army, you have a feasible good size to counter it, and you can make all plastic kits, so that you can take this sprue of, let's say, 12 dwarfs, and then you can release that into single box set to make you buy more of the same box set, as well as the evil side, and not necessarily the heroes, because then you have to buy the box to get the heroes. Awesome stuff. So Games Workshop could make tons of money on this, make it priced evenly, as if you have a big amount of models, make it priced a bit below the Horus Heresy box, maybe the same or a bit below, like make it £90, £80, something like that, include the small rulebook, and release the rulebook separately as well. Release all the supplements with new core rule rewrites and stuff like that, and then you can do splash releases. You can do this source book and release some Rohan. You can do this source book and you can release some Minister Earth. You can do this source book, etc, etc, etc. So then you can have small print runs, replenish the prints as you go along, and the game will increase in popularity as we go. Alright, so will this happen? I'm sure something like this will happen, but for me this is the ideal scenario. In regards to reprinting old out-of-print models, metal ones are not feasible to reprint, because the master model might be damaged or destroyed, and the old molds are certainly, since they're not producing it anymore, are out of print. So you could make a new Gandalf the Grey mounted, for instance, but it will not be the same model. And you could you could not do it, and then you would have a profile that isn't available in the game. So does that mean that Games Workshop will remove the option for Gandalf the Grey to have a horse? Who knows? But this is indeed interesting times to live in. So, barring the time frame, they have, since they have gone out with the model designers now, we will not see anything for a while. Just bear with me, because you will get impatient, but you won't see anything new for a while, because the lead time for something like this is far above 6 months. So the only option I know for this to pick up speed is to make the writer, as soon as he or she is hired, to make rules, if they already haven't done it, for the models that have been made by Games Workshop to coincide with the release of the Battle of the Five Armies, but were never released due to money or something else. We also might see some of the Peri-miniatures models that were commissioned but never released. So this might be the kit to make stuff rolling. But after this, we will not see anything before the product managers, writers, model designers have done their job and made some new stuff. Okay, so I will update you as soon as you get more, as we get more information about this, but it might be a while now, so I'll leave you with this again. So, the game isn't abandoned by Games Europe. If we continue to buy, continue to support the Hobbit hobby, if we continue to recruit more players, and if we continue to make the game visible, especially in Games Workshop stores. I'm not talking about product visibility, I'm talking about us, me, you, going into the Games Workshop stores, playing the game, making sure that people see that this isn't a game that's abandoned by anyone. So new players will see, alright, Hobbit, that is cool, that's really cool miniatures, it's a really cool game, it's the best fantasy game they have at the moment, with Age of Sigmar being out. It's not bad, Age of Sigmar, but The Hobbit is better. Let's be honest. And then more and more people will buy it, and when eventually Games Workshop releases my Utopia Middle-earth strategy battle game, people will buy it in droves. So that's my cue. Please support the game, play in store, play wherever, just play the game. Continue to make investments in the business, personal investments like purchasing product, and also personal investments like recruiting new people, because that's the most important thing. If we're going to make James get a bigger venue for SPG International, we have to surpass 200 people. I think it's feasible. I'm bringing all my Norwegian friends over to Manchester in October, and I'm sure you will do the same. So that's it for me this time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have some insider knowledge about how Games Workshop works, but also this is quite new to me this way, so I've read some stuff and done some stuff for this. So yeah, this video is not endorsed by Games Workshop in any way. I'm doing this on my own, but please, if you like this video, if you like in-depth knowledge about Games Workshop as a company, if you like battle reports, especially battle companies, if you like my hobby vlogs, please subscribe to the channel, supporting me, supporting you. So yeah, as always, like, share, and comment on this video. Subscribe to the channel and support your Hobbit hobby.